What's going on, people? Jada Black here, back with another video. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Really do appreciate that. In the description box below, I'm going to put the part 1 to this in the description box. Make sure you go and check it out on this particular topic. But I need to speak on it because after having some time to think and look at the fact that you have women who are now making videos saying that women need to go and put men on child support immediately. If they aren't, they need to pursue more child support on these men if they're not going to get free money from the government. And that just goes to show you that these women don't give a fuck about you. They just give a fuck about getting something for free. They don't want to have to work for anything. And that's a damn shame, because these women love to brag about their accomplishments and the things that they have, done and they have succeeded at. But they continue to have their hands out. They continue to have their hands out to beg for more of something instead of working for it themselves. And these will be the same women who brag about their degrees and how successful they are, how educated they are. But why are you begging the government for money? Why are you threatening to go to child support, to get money from men who you chose to have a child with? You chose to have a child with this guy, and because it didn't work out the way you wanted it to, now all of a sudden you're telling other women like yourself that you're going to go to child support. You're going to put them on child support. You're going to pursue as much money as you can because you can't get welfare. That's a bad look. That makes a lot of you women look greedy. It makes you look selfish, like you don't give a fuck about the child. You're just upset because you can't get free money from the white daddy government. And these women will claim to be educated. They'll say, well, we need these programs because how are the kids going to be taken care of? What about the kids? These women don't give a fuck about the kids when they know these programs are about to be cut off. Now all of a sudden you give a fuck about the kids. What about the women who sell their food stamps? Do they give a fuck about their kids? What about the women who move in their broke boyfriends to basically live with them in their Section 8 house? Do they give a fuck about the kids? Now, these aren't the kids' father. This is just some random dude who she decided to get with. What about that? What about the amount of terrible parenting that is going on by these women on welfare? These women aren't even trying to be good mothers. They're not even trying. And you got all these social programs that have been helping these women for the last 40 some odd years, and they're still raising kids who don't succeed. These kids are succeeding in spite of how they grew up. And a lot of these women who are in support of free money, they don't understand this. They don't understand that these children are growing up and they're succeeding in spite of their mother. That's why they don't have good relationships with their mothers, because of how they grew up. You grew up on the government's dime, and you were still a terrible mother. You were still having more kids out of wedlock by different men. You're struggling because you like the struggle. Admit it. You like the struggle. Anyway. But it's funny now. You got these women threatening to go to child support because they can't get government assistance, and these women claim to be educated. That just lets y'all know these women are your enemies. They're not your friends. They see you as a way for them to not have to work, a way for them to get Section 8, for them to not have to, really have to go out of their way to be providers of children that they chose to have. You see, I will never give these women a pass for choosing the men that they choose. You don't get a pass from me for that shit. And then when you can choose and you continue to choose these same dudes over and over and over, you have this back and forth relationship with certain dudes. And then you want people to take your side, to say, well, he was a bad father. He don't want to be in a child's life. You knew he didn't want to be in a child's life when you got with him. Women have an intuition about certain dudes, man. And these women have a really good idea if he's going to be a good father or not. Especially if he has other children he doesn't take care of. and you still decide to get pregnant by him because you're not taking contraceptives, you're not making sure he's wearing a condom, you just want to be with him desperately, and you're willing to overlook all that because you think with you things are going to be different. And then when you realize that you were manipulated, now you're bitter. Now you want him to go to jail for not paying child support. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, you feel like you're entitled to money from the government. You got women out there who are literally getting pregnant by men who have 10, 15, 20 children. And they're still getting with these men. Why is that? You know this man got a bunch of kids you don't take care of. Is it because he's liked by other women? Because you have women who they will only deal with the guy if he has children. Because to them that shows that women actually deal with him. A dude doesn't have kids. You know, he hasn't been in a lot of relationships. You see that guy's weird. Why is he weird? Because you're used to dating dysfunctional men. There's no way in hell you should be dating a married man. There's just no way. There's no way that you should be in a relationship with a guy who's married. First off, you should know damn well the guy's married if he has on a wedding ring or if he has a tan line. If he has a tan line on his ring finger, bitch, he's married. Stop with all I didn't know he was married. You knew he was married. If he says, well, I'm separated, then okay, then go to his house. If he won't allow you to come to his house, that lets you know his wife is still there. But these women will buy into that. And then when they realize they've been manipulated, they done got pregnant by this guy. Now they're bitter. Now they hate him. Now they want to go straight to child support. They want to go to government assistance because of the bad, poor choices that they have made. They're making poor choices in men, and they want us to believe that it's the guy's fault always. It's always the guy's fault. It's never theirs. They're absolving themselves of any responsibility or accountability for the men that they're choosing. You know, either you are extremely dumb or you're extremely calculating. Which one are you? Are you intelligent or are you an idiot? Which one are you? That should be the question that people should ask in the comment section. Which one are you? You know? And now you got women threatening to go to child support. This is exactly why you men need to watch who you're getting pregnant, because these women can be very vindictive when they don't get their way, manipulative. We see how violent they can be. And because they're not getting free money from the government, that was never free, by the way, because they ultimately put somebody on child support. Somebody has to pick up the slack when the government is paying these women, but they don't give a shit. They don't. And another thing that is not talked about at all is the fact you have all these female foundations and all these female groups. You know, they do these meetings and these events, but they never start any kind of foundation for women and children, like for mothers, like single mothers. They never have any foundation. These women, you know, these intelligent, educated women, they never start any kind of foundations for single mothers, you know, as far as to fund them, as far as, you know, being able to take care of daycare expenses, being able to get their kids clothing and school supplies. I don't hear a lot of women putting on events like that. Why is that? Every time they're getting together, it's all about, well, how can we make money? It's not about, let's really help people, because they don't give a shit about that. They expect the government to do that, or the man who got them pregnant to do that. But these women collectively never come together and say, okay, how can we make sure that these women are doing good? How are we going to help these women be better mothers? How are we going to get them help with their children? It's never that. These women are only coming together in order to benefit themselves. They're not really trying to benefit anybody else. If I'm wrong about what I'm saying, you can let me know in the comment section. But I don't hear none of these women making videos on YouTube about how to help these women be better mothers, how to hold these women accountable. And it is left up to us as men to hold these women accountable, because these women are going to be silent because they still want to fit in with those women, unfortunately. So because they want to fit in with those women, they're not going to hold them accountable. So it leaves us doing the same thing. So we as men, we do hold each other accountable. The fact that people say we don't is bullshit. I see men arguing with each other on YouTube all the time, or on Facebook all the time. It's usually over a female, but we're always getting into it with each other. When are we not getting into it with each other? That's why it's always a good thing when a lot of us men can come together and agree on situations. But women don't like that. That's why they will point that out. You don't hold men accountable. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. It's when we hold women accountable that they turn that, that smile upside down into a frown. You see, we as men, we hold the burden of making sure that these women are able to succeed. This is why when men go their own way, these women hate it. When men don't marry them, these women hate it, because they can no longer control the finances of that guy. That's why you have women who are getting upset over YouTube videos, because they can't control us. They're so used to controlling men either in their relationships, men at their jobs. They're so used to being able to control men. They can't control men who aren't in their grasp. That's why you got them talking about how they're going to use child support against us now. Which I say, bring it, bitch, because there are brothers who don't have children at all. So how are you going to use that against us again? Or are you going to file false charges against us? Because that's probably what's going to come next. It wouldn't surprise me at all if you have women who start filing false charges to get men arrested. That's how dirty these women can be. That's how manipulative these women can be. So all I can tell you, brother, is take care of yourself. Make sure you stay out the crosshairs of these idiot women. And these women, until these women, hold yourselves accountable so nobody else won't have to do it for you.